Yes.
My name is Satoru, who's from Japan. I came here USA 2018, so it's been like now 7 years now. And I've been playing futsal before I come in USA. I was playing in Japan, and sometime I was playing Thailand as well. And I have experience Asian futsal leagues. And after I came here 2018, I played looking for a futsal team, and I met Ginga guys, and now I'm a coach of Ginga futsal. Yep. Introduce myself. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
So you have a very unique history in futsal compared to most in the FCS, and that you've had that international experience as a player.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about that, what that experience was like.
Yeah, actually, FCS, this is my first. It's gonna be my first experience, so it's gonna be amazing. But I'm not sure how the other teams are going. I know Ole, I know Lansing, I know Imperial, but as a league, it's gonna be a little bit different. So it's gonna be fun. But what I think in USA futsal, it's a little bit still developing. Some teams like Ole, Lansing are really good, but some teams are still developing, including Ginga. Ginga is developing as well. So yeah, people has to know how detail. Like today, Duchamp was saying, detail. So that's totally understandable, and I totally agree. So that's why it's my responsibility to add detail in my team. Yeah, that's my portion.
How does futsal in the United States compare to what you've experienced in Japan?
To be honest, top level of Japan is way high level than USA right now, but potential for each level, like a physical, ball touch skills, speed, quickness, and transition, some kind of, not as a system, but as an individual, I think it's gonna be really close level still. So I really feel big potential in USA. But right now, to be honest, compare for now, top, maybe still Japan is maybe way higher right now. Yeah, that's my perspective.
With your experience outside of the United States, will that have influence on how the team plays in FCS?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Do you think that you'll be taking any input from your time in Japan towards how your Ginga players will play?
That's exactly, yes. Before that, I'm bringing some Japanese player to USA and let them play for last year and this season as well. I play some players. I bring some players, and also I do wanna do in the future. I wanna send some USA players to Japan. That's definitely possible, and of course, if it's pro, it's gonna be related to visa. So, but as an experience, maybe as just visiting a couple months and play there, good experience. So that's one of my dreams. Not only men's team, but kids level, like a study abroad, like a learning exchange student, like a kids go abroad and play different culture. That'd be great. Not only kids, men's team, of course. So that's what I can do, and I'm starting right now. So exactly, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
What do you think about the style of play of Ginga this season? How do you guys plan to play?
Actually, Ginga just started 2 weeks ago, so I haven't decided exactly what we have to do. I'm still watching new players, what's gonna be good, like a 3-1 or 4-0 or 2-2, whatever, and high pressing or maybe a little bit lower. How we go, I'm still thinking that, considering what's the best solution is. So no answer now. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, we don't want to give any secrets away either.
It's not secret, but seriously, yeah, no answer now. Yeah.
You've been very busy in the preseason with playing games.
Oh yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how you've been preparing for the season.
Oh yeah. Some friendly games in Kentucky, Ohio, and Michigan. Especially, I visited Lansing City 2 months ago. Yeah, it's a good experience, and Ginga new players experiencing high-level players in Lansing City and Imperial. They're really good level. So, yes, before the league starts, I wanna let how my teammates know what the level we are in, like maybe lower or higher or middle, I think we are still lower. That's my perspective. So we're gonna be only going higher. So I respect the other teams. So that's why preseason I'm doing, knowing other teams. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
That's incredible. Are there players around the world that have influenced you and how you coach, or styles of futsal that you like?
Exactly. Not like national teams, but my former team in Japan, the coach, not only one coach, but some coaches, only teammates. They are great, and like maybe here as well. When I started futsal when I was 19, I was like a normal soccer player. So it's totally different. Now it's been 20 years now playing futsal, and yes, they like impact, like a lot of impact to me. I totally changed my style, brain, how to run, when to run, where to run. So yeah, it's totally they are really big for me. Yeah, means a lot to me.
As a player and a coach, what was the hardest thing to adapt to about futsal compared to soccer?
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Maybe futsal to soccer easier, but soccer to futsal, it's not easy. It takes time. My opinion, I took like 5 years to know futsal. Maybe still now I'm learning, but yeah, it was not easy at the beginning. Exactly.
Is there something in particular that's been more difficult than other things to learn or to change?
For example, defending the move. Like if it's like a vague in soccer, it's okay because a lot of space and 11 players we have. So even if it has some gap or something, we can fit it. But in futsal, we have only 4 players in the field, and including 5 players including goalie. One of them make a failure. It's a big gap, so it's totally different. I think, of course, attacking as well, but defending is the most struggling point once people come from soccer. That's what I think. Yeah.
With all that in mind and going through that change yourself and having to learn, what do you see as the future of futsal in the United States? What needs to change for it to move forward?
I see. Like Dusan or some other coaches, I think experienced player like a coaches has to be here as well. But also what USA players can do is watch the video and compare to the maybe Spain league or Brazilian league. It's too high, too quick, too fast. So maybe sometimes Japan or Asian team or even top level or Spain or women's team, they are really good, but really how to say decent style of defense, attacking. So maybe we can watch these guys, like these ladies, learn and watch yourself, like not only game, but as a training video, and where to run, how to run, where to watch, and when to watch your shoulder, or how you guys do eye contact. That is the most biggest point. Or of course, coaching from behind. That is a really biggest point, and we can do ourselves in USA. That's what I'm thinking. So shooting video, learn yourself. That's one portion, I believe.
You guys have already had the experience of a regular season with your time in NFPL and the travel, so you're used to a lot of the things that are changing for the other teams in the league this year. Mm-hmm. But as you mentioned, there's some new challenges of people you haven't faced before. Yep. What do you see is going to be the biggest challenge for Ginga this season?
For Ginga this season, I don't know it's a good thing or bad thing, but some players has to leave because of family, because of work. They are not really, how to say, commit futsal. So I have a lot of players before, but they has to go college. After graduate, they have to go work, change, and go back to their own country. So every year I'm having new players. So it's been 4 years now, Ginga futsal, the Ginga men's team playing, but I not feeling like a step by step, up. That's what I'm been struggling, because new players. So every year I'm starting from the beginning, how we have to like a diamond or like zone defense, man-to-man, how we have to do. I'm not feeling like a step up. So that's biggest portion of Ginga Futsal is facing struggling point. But this season, I can't say their names, but really, really good players I have in my team. So it's gonna be really competitive, and I'm pretty confident playing against these kind of good level teams this season. I'm pretty confident.
What is your expectation for the team this year?
Of course, number one, on top after the season, hold the season, also playoff. Yeah, that's where if I can hold the players, decent players, I think we have to do that. Yes, and I have to prove myself what we are doing, good or not. Yeah, that's what adding in my team. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I love that challenge and looking ahead and wanting to be competitive. It seems to be something that all the coaches have, and you mentioned too a respect for the teams, particularly on a day like today off the court where we all work together. But when you go on the court, it's business time. You know, you gotta get a result. So
Exactly.
that's you guys also have a unique distinction that you're the first team from Ohio to be an FCS, and you guys certainly have. Like I mentioned before, the travel component of it, but you're also the furthest away from the teams. How do you manage that time with your players and getting them in the right mindset by game time after being on the road?
Oh yeah, this is still league is like for about 4 or 5 months, so I'm not still sure if all the game, all good players I can bring in Michigan, but we have to do. And also I'm asking sponsorship, and really, really grateful. Some companies are sponsoring us, and so travel cost, of course, and hotels, foods, whatever we have to provide. And so I don't want to, players work on some we as a team we want to support as finance issues. So that's where gonna be struggling, but I think it's gonna be okay. Yes, I want to be players be comfortable. Yes,
That's awesome.
yeah, for traveling. Yeah,
Well, I think the league as a whole, especially going to streaming this year, I think people are very excited to watch you guys play again and see how you guys compete in this new league. And I'm sure that you guys will be a fan favorite, and you certainly had great crowds at your home games when we saw you play before. So what do you think about the opposite of what we just talked about as teams come to you over that long distance? What kind of advantages do you think you guys have with your home court?
exactly. Cincinnati area is really, really soccer and futsal is really popular area, especially kids. And Ginga has a lot of kids. So, and kids audience are great. They sing songs and the atmosphere is great. A lot of fans we have once we have a game. So we are so inspired from them. So, but at the same time, once its audience is great and atmosphere is great, of course Ginga is good. But my experience, the other team, let's say if Lansing is traveling to Cincinnati, they play well because they are inspired as well. So of course Ginga fans are polite. So they don't do booing a lot to the other team. But yeah, but it's gonna be fun, and I want the other teams to enjoy traveling to Cincinnati and playing in our facility. Our facility is ready for having them in November, December, January, March. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah,
That's incredible. I agree. I think it's going to be fun, and I can't wait to see how people react to seeing you guys in action that maybe haven't seen you before. Best of luck this season, and thank you so much for the time today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us, Ginga FS to the FCS. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.